Let's give her the length of the hair.
Okay, so what you just watched is actually a soundscape that I created for class, and I wanted to show you how I created some of the sounds. Basically, I took that video of the roller coaster and I took away all the sound and I created the sounds. So this is the first soundscape I ever created, so instead of trying to find a video first, what I did was I came down and into my basement and tried to find cool sounds. So the main sound that was used to create the sound of the roller coaster going up was actually a saw. That's the main sound that was used, and in conjunction with the sound of me going like this with screws. Also the sound effect of the drill. This old metal cabinet was also used to create one of the sound effects. I put my phone in here. Some of the sounds used in my soundscape were actually some of my son's toys that made a pretty cool sound. The main sound actually for once he went down the hill and kind of just the roller coaster's now going sound effect was created by this toy right here. And in addition to that, the sound of an eraser. I was using an eraser on the head of my banjo. Those two made up a good deal of the second half of the roller coaster sound. Another sound effect I used for the first half was the lock on my trombone. Sounds like this. Some of these, like a lot of these I've shown you so far, I didn't adjust them at all, but then I added some effects to them. This one I added kind of a tremolo effect and a reverb. This is the screws that I was showing you with the reverb sound effect. And then the drill's going to come in here. I'll put the drill in. So obviously that sounds like a drill right now, but when you combine it with everything, it sounds better. Now here's essentially this toy with the ball sound effect, except it has a sound effect on it called Zapper, and it lowered the tone and made it sound almost like wind, which I was hoping to create a sound like, because obviously when you're on a roller coaster, wind is a main sound that you hear. And so this is that same ball with a effect on it. So that kind of achieves some of the wind sound that I wanted. So here's the sound of me dragging the pencil eraser over top of the banjo head without a filter on it. So that's one of the main sounds used. But the exact same sound is also used with a filter on it to make it sound much, much lower. And that sounds like this. So together they sound like this. So that's just some of the sounds I used to make this. That's most of them, and that's most of the important stuff that I actually altered. I hope you enjoyed watching that soundscape.